Hey everybody, welcome to Country Girl with Kathy Jarvis. And my name's Kathy, and that is Dusty. Dusty is approximately 5 months old now. We got her when she was 8 weeks old, and we started training her from day one. The first thing we taught her was to set. Now, in my opinion, there are 10 basic things that you need to teach a puppy at the beginning for you to have a well-rounded, polite dog. And the first one is set, and attention. And you see, attention means that she needs to look at me. So you need to teach those two things first off the bat, as well as a break command and a yes command. Now, you're thinking that's a lot to teach a little puppy. That's true. But the yes command is very, very important. It means that whatever she's done correctly, and she will get a treat for it. Some people like to use a clicker, and some people just like to use yes. A beginner usually likes to just use the word yes because it means you're not handling as many things. You're not handling a treat, a clicker, and the leash at the same time. And at the beginning, when you're teaching the basic commands, they show that there's no difference between using a clicker or just using a verbal yes and praise. As you get into more complex things like scent training or games or agility courses, then a clicker comes in more handy. But you can always add that later after they've gotten the basic commands done. I usually use just the verbal word yes and a praise when I'm teaching the commands, and save the clicker until later. Now, the first thing you need to teach your puppy is to pay attention to you. Okay, the attention or focus on me, whichever one you want, or look at me, is very easy to teach a puppy. Wait until they're looking at you, say look at me, take the treat and hold it up to your face and have the dog concentrate on your face. It takes about 5 minutes for the dog to learn to look at me means she's going to get a treat. When she does look at you, say yes, and then give her the treat. Boundaries, dog. And then give her the treat. Simple as that. And then the next thing you need to teach them is break. And that means the training sessions, at least for that part, is over, and they can do whatever they want to for a little bit. And then you can start a next command or whatever. Or you can link your commands together as they get older. So this is what the focus or look at me looks like. Look at me. Good girl. And then give them a treat when you say yes. And then break. Means she can go do what she wants to. Now, after you get those two things taught, the next and most important thing to teach a dog is to set. And that is very simple. The important thing to do is when you're training these things is to do it in an area that has no distractions at the beginning. And it takes about 42 days of repetitive learning for a dog to catch on to something and know it really well. And when they're puppies, you don't do but maybe a minute at a time, and you only do it for 2 or 3 times a day. As they get older, like at her age, I can go 10 to 15 minutes of training with different varieties of things that she knows. So that is the basics on starting your training. Dusty. Come here. Okay. To give them the set, hold the treat up above their nose like that until the rump hits the ground. Say yes and give them the treat. And you don't let them go until you say break. That is the beginning of the stay. You don't really have to train the stay if you've taught them to not move until you say break. but the stay also is helpful for other things. So I do teach the stay also. Okay, I said there were 10 different things I thought was important to teach a dog. Got somebody firing shots and she's a little excited about it. The 10 most important things that I find that a dog should know is to set, to come, to down, to stand, to leave it, let go, wait, stay, and of course, they'll look at me and break. Now, the one thing about the yes command and the treat is eventually you fade out the treats so that you don't give them a treat every time you give them the command. Like when you're fading out, you go ahead and you give them the signal. Now for shoes, I'd use this motion. So it's important that everybody in your family knows what the motion is for the dog to set. And I had trouble with that because everybody was going around saying set using this motion. And I had to teach them that we go this way for her to set. So when you make a hand signal, make sure everyone in the family knows hand signal is. When teaching your pup how to do things, you need to do it in a room that's got no distractions in it for the beginning. Now, Dusty's about 5 months old, and she knows these things, so we're just going to show you how I did them. Okay. To do this one, look at me. You tell her to look at you, take the treat, put your face, say, look at me. When she looks at you, maintain eye contact. You say yes, and you give her the treat. So that is look at me. Do that about 5 or 10 times, and she'll get the idea that when you say look at me, she wants you to look at me. And she will. Look at me. Good girl. Give her the treat. Now, you can also use a clicker. If you want to do the clicker, you would say look at me. Click it when she looks at you, and then give her the treat. Now, to teach a dog to set, to lure the dog into a set, Cheerios set, she learned it when she was really young. What we do, come on, take the treat, hold it up like this, and when the bottom hits the ground, say yes. As soon as it hits the ground, yes, and give them the treat. And it takes about 42 days of constant training to get a dog to learn to do the set. And you can also teach it the hand signal. You can make up whatever hand signal you want. The most common is just like this, because this is what you're going to do to lure them into the set. You take your treat, you hold it above their head, nose, until they set down. So this is a natural thing for them to see this and think there's a treat. Now, as they get older, come here, she'll learn to do the set just by telling me, just go like that, and she sets. She doesn't need a treat. We've gotten rid of the treat. She still wants a treat, but she doesn't always get it. And what you do is, you don't give them a treat every time, but maybe every 10th time that they set, you give them some treats. And then sometimes you give them a treat every other time. Make it a random. They don't know when the jackpot, it's like gambling. You never know when the jackpot's going to come. Good girl. All right, that was the attention, look at me, and the set and the break commands. Those are the ones that you need to really start with. You need to have their dog's attention before you ever start a training session. So you can do the look at me exercise for a few times and then start teaching the set, and make sure that after the set, let them set for a second or two and then say break. And continue lengthening the time that you allow them to set before you say break. Don't let them break on their own. If you think they're getting ready to move, either reinforce the set, the command, or say break right away. So they think it's your ideal and not their ideal to get up. And that is the first thing that we taught Dusty. And stay tuned, and I will show you in the next video how we train the down. So, hope if you have a new puppy that you're having fun with it, training it, socializing it. Make sure it has all the shots before you take it anywhere with any unvaccinated animals. I have been. And like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, everybody.